welcome back to another video. Next stop Churro Cart, we're ready to go. So we're doing something a little different tonight. No park. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a broken monorail dinner challenge, and we're possibly gonna be daring enough to let the cast members decide what we eat.
So we're gonna do an appetizer in one resort, a main course, and then a dessert. And it's gonna be all at different resorts, different restaurants. We're starting here at the Polynesian. After we're done filming this, we're gonna go over and see if one of the cast members wants to give us a recommendation. We are notoriously picky eaters, so we might not eat what they suggest, but we'll go to the restaurant that they suggest. We're gonna be super upfront and honest with you guys about how long we're waiting for these meals, what we're paying for them, and of course we're going to review and let you guys know if what we're eating is worth going and trying. I'm really excited. This is going to be fun. This is probably the thing that I've been looking forward to the most about this trip. So we're going to go talk with a cast member and we'll see you guys at the first restaurant.
So we're starting off with a bang. We have been recommended by Haley at the front desk for the Polynesian Resort to check out Tambu Lounge.
Tambu Lounge and get the Ohana noodles, which I was kind of hoping somebody would recommend because I've always wanted to try them, but I wasn't sure if they were available. So we're gonna go upstairs and get in line, and we'll let you guys know once we're seated.
One thing we were told, just real quick, you don't need a reservation. We're gonna just go sit at the bar and order from there. And so that way we can kind of be quick about this, but I guess only time will tell. Obviously it depends on how busy they are, availability, stuff like that, and of course how many cast members are working. It was about a 15-20 minute wait. I was waiting in the standby line for a lounge seat, and then Anne was hovering looking for chairs at the bar. Now, it is a little busier, and that could be because there is a Christmas party going on in Magic Kingdom. All the day guests have been kicked out at this point because Magic Kingdom is exclusive to party guests. The other thing, I don't know how much of a factor this plays, but it's Sunday at the time of filming and football is on. There's cheering, there's people who are very invested, so instead of people watching in their rooms, they might have kind of found their way to the bar. I got the Pineapple Mule and got the Sunset Margarita. The Pineapple Mule consists of Uncle Nearest 1884, small batch whiskey, Hella Cocktail Co., ginger bitters, Hello California, pineapple juice, ginger beer, and mint. And talk us through what the Sunset Margarita has.
Looks like mine's got tequila, Grand Marnier liqueur, smoked chili bitters, ooh, lime and agave. Mine's also $17.50. We ordered the Ohana noodles as well. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. I always think of a mule to be a little on, like, I don't want to say bitter, but it's like it's got some sour
and some the ginger.
Yeah, some pinch. That one has a lot of sweetness because of the pineapple, and it's real. It's almost desserty. I mean, something you'd expect at the Polynesian Resort, so it definitely fits the theme. Duh. But I like it. I would definitely recommend this. How's your Sunset?
It's got the smallest kick. It's because of that chili, lime, whatever that's in there. It's super good though. It's very much a margarita, but it's just got this slight, like, whisper of a kick. It's definitely not spicy at all. Yeah, to me it just tastes like a standard margarita with a tiny kick on the back portion of your palate. So it's not front and center, it's in the back of my throat, and it tastes amazing. I really like this one a lot.
Appetizer just got here. It smells
amazing.
Heavenly. I would say that this is like comfort food for me. It's so smooth. There's like no sweetness, but it's like the perfect savory option. It's simple, but really good.
I've never understood the obsession with these noodles. Now, I've never had them, but I've never understood why people are so obsessed with them. Now that I've eaten them, I do understand why people love them so much. Had we have chosen something different, I'm sure it would have been delicious, but I'm really glad that we chose to come out here. I was a little skeptical about, like, noodles, like, really, are noodles that good? Well worth, like, waiting for 20 minutes, hovering over chairs, hoping that you don't offend anybody when you take a chair, like, you know, the whole thing that you have to do, very well worth it so that we could try these noodles. I think this was a delicious start to our broken dinner. One thing really quickly that I did want to touch on while we're still at the Polynesian, so we're obviously asking cast members tonight for their recommendation on, like, what to eat. And if you choose to do this, it's such a great way because the cast members typically do know everything or at least have somewhat of an idea, and so they can at least point you in the best direction. The girl who helped us, her name was Haley. She was so sweet. I just went up and gave her like a physical compliment. Like I thanked her for giving us her recommendation. We're gonna put up like the app on here and like scrolling and show how to do a cast compliment on the app, because that is how these cast members get promotions and raises, is based off of like when we compliment them, when we give them praise. So if you as a consumer of Disney ever come into an amazing cast member, please, please, please go into the app and give them a compliment. It really helps them out so much, and it's such an easy way to give back to the cast members who give their heart and their soul. They're here 365 days a year. Like, the least we can do is give them a compliment back for doing an amazing job.
On to the next one. Let's head over to Contemporary.
Contemporary. So you guys saw a beautiful shot of the monorail. It took us about 30 minutes to get here. That is the one downside to like coming at a busier time. It does take a minute to get from resort to resort, but we're gonna go over and ask for a recommendation for our dinner portion of our broken dinner.
Real quick, if you guys are curious as to how we ended up in the lobby of the Contemporary, check out our review of Steakhouse 71. 71. Check out that review, because a really good looking human being starts from where the monorail platform is and comes all the way down.
He's so humble, he couldn't even get through it, you guys. He just is so kind and wonderful.
Said individual comes down from monorail platform to Steakhouse 71, which is also on the same level as the lobby. So, if you're curious as the pathway, that's how you find it. Anyway, I'm so excited. Let's go find our recommendation. Initially, I went to somebody at the front desk, and then she was very honest about the fact that she's never eaten at the resort she works at. I appreciate that. So she went and got her team lead, and Mallory recommended that we go to Steakhouse 71, which is right here. By the way, I'm gonna plug it again. We have a review of Steakhouse 71 in our previous fall series sprint, so check that out. Do it.
But this is exciting because we went for lunch and this is dinner.
Yeah.
And we said last time, we were like, we really wanna go back there for dinner, so this is kind of like half.
The other thing too is there were so many items on the menu that, like, whether it's lunch or dinner or even breakfast, that we would 100% come back for. So anyway, she recommended, Mallory, she recommended the filet mignon, but she also gave us the sides of the au gratin potatoes, the mashed potatoes, or the mac and cheese.
We're gonna go try to sneak into the lounge, and then we'll let you guys know how long it took us to get seated without a reservation. We didn't say our total at the last stop, so in Ohana, at Tambu Lounge, we spent with tip $62 for our 2 drinks and our noodles. So that is the first price that we've spent so far. Now we're gonna Steakhouse 71, get a filet mignon. This one's gonna be a little bit more expensive because that's a filet, but it's gonna be so much fun, and I am getting a little hungry, so this is gonna be fun. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here, so we're trying not to be disruptive. From us getting into the area and covering for seats at the bar, it took us about 4 minutes, so we got some pretty good luck there.
Yep.
It seems like the bar is somewhat busy tonight. What did you order for a drink?
I got the Citrus Blossom Groves, which is, I'm gonna mess this up, Campari liqueur, chartreuse cream liqueur, citrus juices, simple syrup, and orange bitter. I haven't tried it yet, but it sounded delicious.
For me, I didn't order a signature cocktail. I actually just went with a whiskey sour. My go-to drink at a bar is always a whiskey sour because number one, I love them, but number two, I always kind of like to test the bartenders, because if they can't make a whiskey sour, which is an immensely simple drink to make, they don't belong behind a bar. Cheers. Yep.
Oh, that's really good.
How's yours?
It's hard to describe. It's almost like a florally citrus. It's all very crunchy to the tongue, which is delicious. It's beautiful to look at, and it tastes super good. So
Whiskey sour is solid. I said that right. Very solid. The guy who made it definitely belongs where he's at. He knows what he's doing. We had the filet mignon. We also got the au gratin potatoes, and then it came with a Caesar salad.
And it was a wedge salad, but I'm pretty sure it was Caesar dressing on it. Filet was like butter, like it cut beautifully. The au gratin potatoes. Oh my gosh.
Those were so awesome.
The best, I love au gratin potatoes, like my family makes them all the time. They were the best au gratin potatoes I've ever had in my life. They were so good.
Yeah, it seemed to go a little quicker than our experience at Polynesian, and I think we just got in at a really good time because it was somewhat busy when we walked in, and then we just got some good luck where, like we said, we waited 4 minutes for a spot at the bar, but like literally all spaces started kind of clearing up, so it was a little quieter. That's why we didn't do as much filming in there.
We spent with tip $76, so we spent $62 at Polynesian, $76 here. So far, we're doing better than I thought we were going to do. I figured when I said, we're going to break this up, and I had a feeling we were going to end up either at California Grill or Steakhouse 71, I was like, oh, we're going to spend like $400. There's no way. But so far, I mean, with dessert, it's probably going to be closer to $250, but normally, in a normal meal, you wouldn't have 2 different drinks. That adds up so quickly. So this, obviously, the way that we're doing this is a little bit more like pricey, but it's fine, you know.
Last thing we want to do before we move on to the next stop, we want to give a shout out to Mallory. She's the one who gave us the recommendation of Steakhouse 71 and then pretty much everything that we ordered. And she was super sweet and helpful and everything like that. This was just kind of a real, like, kind of humbling moment for me. You were away from the desk when this happened, but she pulled out a little card and had me write down the name of our channel. It just means so much that somebody wants to follow our channel and just join the journey with us. So big ups to her. Like, thank you so much, Mallory. For now, we're gonna move from Contemporary. We're gonna hop a couple of stations down to Grand Floridian and we'll pick it up there. Okay, so we just talked with Abby at the front desk of the Grand Floridian. She recommended us to Enchanted Rose, and she said literally anything and everything that they do for dessert offerings is good. This is no surprise to us because we do have experience with the Enchanted Rose. However, we have not had dessert there, so we're still getting something new tonight, and we're gonna see also probably what our server recommends, but next stop, Enchanted Rose. Not to say that any of the spots we've been at thus far were uncomfortable, but this is easily the most comfortable because we're on a couch.
And this one's also one of our favorites. We really like this one.
Yeah, it's dark. It's like not super quiet, but it's not theme park loud. Let's say that. And you know what? We've got a beautiful view. I don't know how well that comes across. There's probably too much glare on the windows, but we can see the Seven Seas Lagoon. You can see into the other resorts. It is just absolutely beautiful. One thing to note before we say our orders is I am driving tonight, so I don't want to drink anything else just to be responsible and all that good stuff. I ended up ordering a Shirley Temple. Judge me in the comments. I don't care. Let me have it. Roast me. Do it. For you.
I had a toasted almond martini. I have never had anything like this before. They didn't have any desserts, so they must have changed their menu from the last time the girl downstairs had eaten up here. So I'm trying something very different and very outside of my comfort zone. It sounds delicious, but creamy drinks are not always my favorite, so we'll see how it comes together. But what a fun way to end this night in such a beautiful venue. Even if you just want a glass of wine, this is such a fun place to come and sit. It's so beautiful.
Cheers.
Cheers.
How's your, I don't even remember what it's called.
It's toasted almond, and so it's got amaretto in there, it's got cream, it's so, it's light, it's not too creamy. I love it. This is not on the menu. Our server told us about it because she makes it at home. And she was like, well, I make this all the time. And so she made it for us. Well, I don't think she did. It's an actual cocktail that she just recommends to people when they're asking for a recommendation. Amazing. If you are at Enchanted Rose during Christmas time, I would highly recommend this. It's so good. This was so much fun. What a fun night, and just so different from what we normally do. I thoroughly enjoyed this evening. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a really good challenge, and there's 100 different ways that we could do this. I mean, we could do the same restaurants but mix it up where, entrees are at Polynesian. We can even incorporate it with other restaurants around the property. So, there's a bunch of different ways to do this. We had a great time. all in all, we ended up spending what, about $200?
Yeah, it's about 200 to like 30.
Total on the night, not here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Total.
this is the most expensive resort on Disney World property, but we did not spend $200 on this portion alone.
We spent only 30 on this portion,
Yeah.
so this was by far the cheapest because we didn't get any like eating dessert. It was all drinking, so we only spent $30 on this one, including tip. Every number that I've given has included our tip as well. So
Big shout out to Malia, who gave us the recommendation on the toasted almond, and huge thanks for writing that recipe down for us so we
Thank
can
you.
kind of take that home and run with it on our own. Anyway, this has been fun. Would 100% recommend doing this challenge when you guys have like an off day between parks or something like that, or just you have an early night to do something like this. Was so much fun. So hopefully we can do this again in the future. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button for us. That would help us out a lot. Go ahead and subscribe to Next Stop Churro Cart. Leave us a comment. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments as well. Instagram links are in the description.